As a former athlete, this movie really hit for me. Like, even today as a content creator, what if somebody came up to me and they was like, I could take Next Life TV to another level. I can give you everything you ever wished for, whether it's money, women, cars, women. I mean, I feel like this movie is pretty much about Tom Brady and what he does in his free time, because it's no way that man has a soul. But we are talking spoilers, so if you have not seen this movie yet, come back later. Him is a movie that I've been looking forward to for a really long time until I saw that second trailer. This is why I don't usually like watching trailers, because as soon as I saw the second one, I said this movie is either going to be mid or trash. And I was right. I thought the acting looked kind of spotty. I thought they showed too much of the movie, and the more they showed of the story, the more it just didn't look good. And at least for me, when I first saw this movie, I thought this was the new Jordan Peele film. His name was all over it. Big text, Jordan Peele all over this. It wasn't until the second trailer that I learned that it wasn't. And I feel like still to this day, people do not know. This is not the new Jordan Peele movie. This is not Get Out. This is not Us. This is not Nope. This is not a Jordan Peele movie. He did not direct this. He only produced it. So when I first heard of this movie, when I saw this film, I was really interested because I've always been fascinated with stuff like the Illuminati and the Freemasons. I don't want anything to do with it, but I do believe there is this underworld that's going on. I do believe in the occult. I do know that it's people out here worshiping the devil. Like for me, I'm a New York Jets fan. Joe Namath 1000% sold his soul to the devil. So I was really interested in this movie, but after seeing it, I love the concept. Like, it's a great story somewhere in there, but the way they put this together is not good. So the movie stars former real-life college football player Tyriq Withers, who plays Cameron Cade, who's a great college quarterback preparing to get drafted. So as he's getting ready for the NFL Combine, he gets attacked. He suffers a terrible brain injury, which puts his draft stock in jeopardy. He then gets an offer from his childhood hero, Isaiah White, played by Marlon Wayans, to come to his compound and train with him. So Cam is training with Isaiah, and things are getting a little bit weird. Things aren't exactly what they seem, and that's where Cam needs to make the decision. Just how much are you willing to sacrifice to be the GOAT? And that's where things take a dark and demonic turn. So the concept of this movie is really interesting, but the script writing and the way they put the story together is hot garbage. But when it comes to things that I liked about this movie, I actually really liked Marlon Wayans' performance. Marlon Wayans is a legend. I've been watching him for years, and honestly, I would like to see him do more serious roles. Even though his performance as Isaiah White wasn't scary, his character was charming and believable, and when he wasn't being held back by bad writing or bad direction, he was actually really good. But I was mad at the fact that, if you notice this, they had my man playing quarterback with two gloves on. They had him looking like Teddy Two Gloves out there, which is ugly. I can't find who the cinematographer is, but for the director, Justin Tippin, visually, I thought this movie was incredible. I don't know what this X-ray-like effect is called, but when the camera kept doing this, I thought that looked really cool. The imagery they used I thought looked great, the lighting and use of colors. Like that final clash between Isaiah and Cam, I thought that entire scene was stupid, but visually, them fighting in that red light with the video of the fans playing above them, visually, that scene was great. The scenes where Cam was going through his intense football drills, I thought all of that stuff looked really good. So visually, I thought this was a good movie. But that's really all I liked. The script and the way they tried to tell this story is not good. Like, the first major red flag I had going into the theater was this movie is only an hour and 30 minutes. With everything that's going on in this film, this is a movie that needed to be pushing closer to 2 hours. I'm not saying that they needed to spoon feed us every single detail, but it's a lot of weird stuff happening in this movie that they just don't explain. Like, everything about this film seems very surface level. It feels very half done. It's like they'll show us something interesting and you think we're gonna go deeper into that, and then they don't. They just drop it and move on. With the runtime that we got, we just didn't get enough time to learn more about Cam and Isaiah and really care about them. Like, I did not care about Cam's character at all. Like Julia Fox's character, she plays the wife in this movie. At the beginning, she was just kind of there. She just randomly pops up. And then at the end of the movie, it's like, oh, she's actually really important. But we don't get to learn anything about her background. We don't get to learn anything about her character. But she's clearly important if she's connected to the team owners. She clearly knows everything that's going on. She's the one that's taking Cam to meetings. She's the one that's trying to get Cam to sign a contract. And then they introduce these random crazy fans. But again, everything about this movie is halfway done. Like Cam is chilling in the sauna, and then these crazy fans, they sneak into the compound. During this scene, I'm thinking Cam is like dreaming or something like that, but no, the woman, she actually attacks Cam. Cam sees her, and then he chokes the shit out of her. But during this scene, I'm thinking something is about to happen because Isaiah leaves the sauna. They show the temperature going up. I don't know if that's supposed to be symbolism for like these are demons, if this is supposed to be symbolism for like hell or something like that. But again, it doesn't explain anything. It just doesn't go anywhere. Like Isaiah randomly comes back to the sauna. He makes out with this chick. He falcon punches her. And then the scene is just over. And then they had another scene after this, which could have been pretty cool. I'm assuming during the target practice scene where they were shooting guns. I'm assuming they were shooting at these people. But Cam doesn't seem to notice that at all. I don't think he really thinks about it at all. You know, Isaiah says, yo, what if we make a wager? I take your youth. I'm thinking we about to go somewhere cool with it. And then Cam is like, nah. This movie is labeled horror, but it's not horror enough. It's like, if we're gonna do stuff like with the occult, if we're gonna do stuff about devil worshiping, if we're gonna do stuff about sacrificing, like let's actually go there. If we're gonna take it there, let's get really dark. The football drill scene with the guy getting hit by the football was supposed to be weird and scary, I guess, but it ended up just being really stupid. What was the point of that entire scene? And who were those other characters? Were those other football players? Are they supposed to represent how people would do anything to make their idols happy? I don't know. And like later, it was a scene where they were doing a football drill and my mans get laid out, and then all the players surround them. They start clapping their hands and singing while my man is on the ground doing the tour. It felt like they took all the potential cool scenes from this movie and just put it in the trailer. Like that scene with the jug machine where the white guy was just getting hit with the football, that could have been cool if I didn't see it already. The acting from Tyriq Withers was just okay. I don't feel like he had a lot to work with. Julia Fox, I don't know what happened to her, but I didn't like her performance. The last 15 or so minutes of this movie was so bad. So throughout the movie, Isaiah kept saying, nah, I'm gonna go watch film, I'm gonna go watch tape, I'm gonna go watch tape. We learned that the tape or the film that he's watching is a video of fans like worshiping him or cheering for him. But at the end of the movie, we get a random ass duel. And again, they do it halfway because it's like they hint at something cool is about to happen and then they don't do it, because I forgot what he said exactly, but it was a scene during that final fight where Isaiah said, I'm gonna show you who I really am. Like I thought he was about to transform into some Yu Yu Hakusho demon, but doesn't really go anywhere. But the big plot twist of this movie, if you want to call it that, was that the thing that makes Isaiah so great, and with all the stuff that's going on, it's something with like a blood transfusion or something like that that's been passed down from goat to goat to goat, and Isaiah got it, and then Isaiah was going to pass it to Cam if Cam could beat him in the duel. This was stupid to me. And then we get to the contract signing, and what the was that entire scene? Like, it just felt so flat. It just felt, it wasn't any sort of payoff. It didn't feel rewarded at all. It wasn't a moment where I was like cheering for Cam. So they get to the contract signing. They want Cam to sign the contract. He says no. Julia Fox character is like, I'll go talk to him. And then I blinked, and then she was stabbed in the neck. Did she like trip or something like that? Because I don't know if I missed it, but I don't think Cam did it. And it's like, did she stab herself? And then Cam just starts randomly killing everybody. And it's like nobody evacuates the area. It's no security out there. People are just sitting around pretty much waiting to die. The agent in this movie, I don't know, he just randomly gets like demonically slid into the middle of the pentagram or whatever, and then he just randomly explodes. It's cheerleaders on the field. They're not moving. They're not reacting to anything. They're just standing there watching. Like, everything about this scene just felt stupid. This ending was so disappointing. This ending was confusing. Like, it was another plot twist, if you want to call it that. It was a plot twist of Cam when he was a kid. He had a picture with him and his father. Who else was in that picture? The team owner. The team owner has been keeping an eye on Cam for his entire life. Ooh, but All of this was stupid, bro. I have so many questions. I have so many questions about this owner, so many questions about this cult, so many questions about this world in general. And it's just like, we don't get answers to anything. Like, does Cam kill all these people and then he just goes back to his regular life and like this just never happened? It's like, it's so many like halfway thought out ideas that they don't explain or give us any sort of payoff. As of this recording, him is projected to make between 15 to 16 million in its opening weekend. On Rotten Tomatoes has a critic score of 28% and a fan rating of 57%. I'm gonna give this movie a 3, which is a bad on my scale. The visuals to me were the best part of this movie. The camera work at times I thought were really cool, and I love the lighting and the use of colors that they had throughout this film. Marlon Wayans, for what he had to work with, I thought he was really good. But this is a bad movie. This is a movie that needed to be closer to 2 hours. This is a script that needed to be fleshed out more. Like, give us a reason to care about these characters. Give us a reason to care about this world. Give us a reason to care about anything that's happening in this movie. The ending was really stupid. This is a horror movie that isn't really horror. And then they do a lot of things that come off as random because there's no payoff. That first trailer, that felt like a completely different movie. Like, that trailer is what I was interested in. But after watching this movie, this was just a movie with a great concept that wasn't good. Like, this director isn't him. That was low-hanging fruit. But thank you guys for watching. Like, subscribe if you're new here. We talk about a bunch of different things on this channel. What are your thoughts on this movie? Did you like it? Did you not like it? Online, this movie is getting destroyed. On Twitter, this movie is getting killed. And I feel bad because I want people to support this movie because I like Marlon Wayans. I think he's a genius. He's a legend. I want people to support him. But I can't recommend this movie to anybody. But let me know your thoughts in the comment section below. Love you guys. As always, remember to tell somebody that you love them. Until next time, see you in the next life.